reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
You're listening to LotRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network. Brought to you by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapons with Doghouse Systems. Audible. Find your next great read at audibletrial.com/MMOReporter. And GoDaddy. Put your website to work while you play. Welcome to LotRO Reporter, episode 276. I am your host, Carrie, and I am... No, we will not do that.
Meow.
No. I will send the dog to the cat.
Meow.
And the meowing you're hearing is our soon-to-be replaced co-host, Leonor. Hi, Leonor. How's it going tonight?
Oh, pretty good. I got into LotRO this and did some stuff, so can't wait to talk about it.
All right. Well, tell me about it. So we'll just go right to it then. Tell me what you've been doing.
Holy crap, is the new immune system kind of complicated.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was looking up for a couple. I was looking for a couple of guides, and some people have some guides that were before the patch, and there's only a few people that have updated guides after the patch, and compare charts and notes and things that people have said on Twitter, and holy crap. First of all, I thought that all the legacies were changed or adjusted, and I didn't know that they were all, not all of them were, like some of them did survive. So I had ones I had, so I could keep that I had, and figure out ones changed, and then figure out what ones changed again after I imbue my weapon.
Okay.
So I figured that all out. That took quite a while. Then I spent some turbine points. There was that I wanted to get east, and I didn't feel like going to go and find a Warden legendary item because all legendary weapons for Wardens in the auction hall were sold. Level 90 all the way to 100.
Wow.
There were none.
Wow.
Captains, hunters, all the, even the big popular classes like champions and hunters, all of there. Wardens, nothing.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, I guess I'm spending turbine points.
So you're spending turbine points to get...
I can't remember what legacy it was, but it was I decided to get because my legendary weapon actually had a empty slot on it. It said, like +1 legacy here or whatever it says. When the patch came, see, totally, and gave me a slot, so I had to fill it up.
Okay.
And that was pretty much the only way I could do it. There might have been something to get a legendary weapon. There might have been maybe something in the skirmish camps, but instead of just tracking it down, I was already pretty, overwhelmed with all the charts and everything for the legends in the first place. I decided just to go ahead and spend the turbine points. And it is kind of neat when you buy the legacy for your weapon, and it's like a blank screen or chest.
Okay.
You click it, and then you click the weapon that you want to put it on, and boom, it gives you a chart of all of the legacies that you can pick from, and you can hover over them, and it will tell you what that legacy does.
That's pretty neat.
I like that a lot. I'm very happy that they did it that way.
Okay. That's asking, what about a symbol to craft your own? So this is not the crafted symbols. This is an actual legacy, like 2% more fire or something, right?
Yes.
Okay,
We're
so
talking about legacies.
Okay, so this isn't the gems and all that stuff. This is the actual. Well, that's kind of cool. So, was it expensive?
100 turbine points.
That's not too expensive. That's a month of turbine points, but that's not terrible.
No, that's not too terrible. So,
and you were able to get the exact one you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yep, then I went to my storage and got all of the IXP items. I think that's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
And just started funneling them into my legendary weapons.
Okay.
And they're I think they're about the damage is maxed out on them like immediately. I think all the tiers on my legacies are around like 13 to 15 on both weapons, I think.
Okay.
So that's pretty far. I think some of them go up to like 6 or something like that, maybe a little bit further.
Okay.
But I got them pretty far. So yeah, that was a lot of work doing that stuff.
That sounds like it. It sounds like I'm not going to be doing anything because I will just be paralyzed with fear of making a mistake. And that's usually what I end up doing and then not do anything with it. Let's see. So is that pretty much what you've been doing? Seen any new instances?
That is pretty much what I've been doing. I haven't gone into the instances. I did start traveling into the newer area to try and get some of the new the travel points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of backtracked a little bit and tried to find some areas that would give me a lot of legendary weapon experience. So I'm trying to track down some good to start farming out experience for my weapons.
Okay. That sounds pretty cool.
What have you been doing?
Well, I decided I was going to do the epic storyline, and I am in Dol Amroth, and I just finished the whatever volume it is, book 1, and started book 2, so I'm fighting pirates at the moment. Hopefully the books aren't very long, because I was like, well, I could go talk to Aragorn and head that way, but I think I'd rather finish the epic books. So that's what I've been doing, and I have noticed that I have suddenly gotten a lot squishier.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2 hits, 3 hits, and I'm down. Like,
Ooh.
bad squishier. So I don't know what has happened, but I don't like it.
Did you look at your legendary weapons and put the points back into them?
I did. That is one of the first things I made sure I did. So
Did you do it wrong?
No, I didn't do it wrong. And I made sure I had my level 100. Now, they're only third agers, but I made sure I had my level 100 weapons. I put the points back in them. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I did get one of the epic lines gave me a robe that I could put the essences in. Mm-hmm. So I've got some bids in for some essences that I'll load into that and see if that will help with anything. Because I'm like super squishy.
It might be geared towards people that, since much everybody has that kind of gear right now, I wonder if it's just a little bit because people are going to have. So you might want to get you could go to the auction hall of like just cheapies to put into your gear. Just make sure that not some super ultra gear that you're putting these in, and it should help you a lot.
Yeah, I just got the graders were within a reasonable price for me. Mm-hmm. The biggies were way out of my price range.
Oh yeah.
Sade says his damage is up to 25 and his others are up to 30 to 35 on his imbued weapons.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not the only one that noticed the squishiness. Mama said one of the minis in his group noticed squishiness too. Yeah, I shouldn't have died that fast. I should have been able to handle it. No, they were killing me. And then David says the virtue mitigation values are reduced slightly. Well, clearly they've been a little more than slightly on minis.
Slightly to death.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of squishy in this place. And then they added that. Yeah, it was pretty squishiness. So I had to be a little more careful. Now, I'm rocking the war seed and except for that one stupid dude that's outside of the Hill of Eric, the ghost guy, he's awful. The roaming, not roaming threats. Maybe he was a roaming threat. No, for the horses, for the war steeds.
Oh,
whatever those things are called. Vans, yeah. So I killed the big rock lizard thingy, and I killed the big buffalo thingy. But then I went to kill the other guy because he was right there. And I was not happening. He had 235,000 hit points alone, plus all his dudes around him. I'm like, this is clearly a really, really hard one. So I'm going away now. Yeah, but showing the epic story, it's kind of cool. I got to kill an Asgul. Spoiler alerts for something that's been out for 4 months.
What? Cargo?
No, not a cargo.
Oh.
Nope. Yep. Got that one out. The thingy flew away, and yeah, so it was kind of cool. And yeah, so I'm enjoying the epic's pretty interesting. Right now I'm negotiating with pirates.
They just want booty.
Yeah, they do. They want booty, and they really, really, really like the color purple. So I'm doing that, and hopefully I get to see the Pelagir field soon, but I'm not so sure. I'll work on it. And then I got sidetracked with Hearthstone. So. All right, so that's what I've been doing in game. Hey, Leonor, we've got 27 of our favorite people supporting us as patrons lately.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty awesome.
Yes, 27 of our best friends in the whole wide world. Oh, and I missed PAX tickets. I was busy at work, and they were gone in 50...
did you?
Mm-hmm, they were gone in 45 minutes or so.
Wow.
I saw the tweet that says they're gone, and I went, wait, what? Yep, they went on sale at noon on Monday, last Monday, and we're gone. Yeah.
I know Bill and Chris were talking about it, and something lagged on Bill's computer when he was trying to get hotel rooms, and he lost his hotel rooms, like, in that lag.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to worry about that, but I don't know what's going to happen if I don't, if the press pass doesn't come through, because I may be just going to parties and dinners and stuff.
Hey.
Works for me. All right, so that's pretty much for what we've been doing in game. All right, we have a little bit of news, kind of interesting, in a not newsy news way. They had a hotfix last Friday. And they apologized for taking it down during EU's primetime, but thought it would be better than taking it down over a weekend. They had an issue with the new instances. So I don't know what the issue was, but there was an issue. And they fixed it, and it's back up.
Yay.
Yes. So the server transfer web service is down. They do not have an ETA when on the web self-service will be back up. In the meantime, if you want to transfer a character, you can go through the customer support and they'll help you with it. Yes, you can still transfer characters. Something with the self-service interface on the website was broken because unforeseen conflict with the new transfer service code that they're working on.
Uh-huh.
So they broke their codes.
Yep. I was going to say last time that this came down for a long period, changing it so it would be easier for them in the first place. So I just kind of automatically assumed that this was down because they were going to be updating it.
Yeah, I think, well, didn't they say after update 16 they were going to be working on the wholesale big server transfers in prep for server, not closures, what's the word they're looking for? Mothballing? No.
Mothballing.
You know, the one where if you haven't logged in 2 years and you log in, they're like, hey, if you want to play, you need to pick a different server, but here's all your stuff. That one.
That one.
Mm-hmm. And then there was something interesting. Remember quite a while back they'd asked for their top 10 bugs?
Oh, yeah. That was, wow. I almost want to say that was around Christmas time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Well, there was a dev post on that because somebody was asking, well, does anybody look at this anymore? And she's like, well, yeah, we've been looking at this and they've been given higher priority in the bug queue and, they've been fixing them. So, it's an ongoing process, but, keep giving us your bugs. Okay.
Yeah, there's a really good post in that thread that I was reading. There's let's see. Yeah, they were trying to since they had a dev there, they were, or somebody was reading the forum post. People were starting to talk about how the new instances just like almost aren't worth the time going through at the moment.
Oh.
Like for tier one, it's not that challenging, which Turbine already, said. It's just kind of like a good time to go through those. Well, it seems like you're not going to get very many things out of it. The skirmish marks and stuff that you get are actually low compared to some of the other like old Sambrog. Oh. If you remember the Sambrog instance.
Yes, I think so. Vaguely.
You usually farm that one over and over and over, and the payout's pretty good.
Okay.
And for some reason, it supersedes so many newer instances that always come out. People always go back to Sambrog because it pays out well.
Uh-huh.
And it's short, like 10 short.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of sucks that Sambrog is still pretty decent. And then the whole loot system, too. People are not very happy with the rolling on loot things. The older setup that we used to have in the game. There's some pretty bad things, like if you're a Guardian, you don't want agility stuff.
Yeah, you want my...
You know what I mean? And the stuff is dropping again. It's dropping for classes that can't use stuff, and it's all bind on acquire, which is really, really silly. And then we to deal with the chest at the end, and if somebody's strong arm all of the gear out of there for themselves, they can, like whenever the heck they want. So we're having these big issues again, and there's a buddy of mine that is constantly raiding and getting stuff for his kin and everything else, and they've stopped raiding. They've stopped raiding and have gone back to the older instances again, hoping that they will change the loot stuff this time around. Because if they go through there and they have a good leader who's a pug, he'll grab all that stuff and leave. It's happened before, so I don't know. It's really, really weird that they've gone back old bully you around system.
Well, it almost sounds like, and I know this is not true, cannot be true, but it almost sounds like they took they took some of the older instances, the framework of it, and just moved walls.
Oh. Well, if you're going to get a new experience out of that, then I don't care. That's cool. I don't mind that at all. They've actually done that with some of the crafting instances in Rohan. I think there was one that was from Moria that was extremely close to one that they put into Rohan. And I was fine with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying. I doubt that that's what they did, but if they didn't change the loot, rolling and all that stuff, it sounds like they might have taken some framework of something and just saying.
Just saying. But yeah, I hope they do take a second look at that stuff, because it's actually very silly, and I have to step backwards into and I don't even really want to remember.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I think I'm going to not go to this for a while.
Okay.
Especially if they're hotfix fixing stuff still.
Yep. The player council emails went out, or are going out, so if you apply and you did not hear, first of all, check your spam. Second of all, if you don't hear, you probably didn't make it on, but they should be all sent out for the post. I believe they had the two separate ones this year. They were doing the PvMP one and the regular one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think they were talking about the next update, maybe PvP stuff in that? At least a update into something or something like that.
Hopefully, they're hoping, I think. So hopefully they'll be able to tell you guys something. Yeah. I mean, this particular area of LotRO is the new stuff is just primed for a new PvMP map. It just is. I mean, it just is.
We've been saying that since Isengard.
I know. You've been saying that for years and years and years. And if you need to call customer support, the phones are closing early on 5/14, so don't call them. You can email them or tweet them or whatever. All right, our spring festival is coming May 20 through June 3rd. So if you can get all your spring festival-y stuff. And I think that's the Shrew Stomping Festival, so that's one. And flower.
I'll teach you.
I know, you're going to teach
ya.
me in the flower festival. Blech.
No, I ain't going to teach you no dang flower festival.
Flowers. I hate the flowers.
We're skipping that.
Yeah, totally skipping that. Totally skipping that. So, all right, that's pretty much it for news this week. Some interesting stuff, but not a lot of heavy-duty stuff, you know. Update 16 just came out. They didn't even have patch notes for the hotfix. It's just like we fixed something in the instances. So whatever it was bad enough that they decided to fix it like ASAP.
Yep. During primetime Euro hours.
Yep, and Friday afternoon. Yeah, Friday afternoon it was down for like 3 hours. Alrighty, well that's pretty much it for the news. Leonard, did you have any discussion topics for the week or anything?
Do we need new skirmishes?
Do we need new skirmishes? Okay.
Yes.
I get confused on what are instances and what are skirmishes.
Skirmishes?
I get confused.
Well, they're pretty close, I guess.
Okay, so I know skirmishes are like Trouble in Tuckborough and, you know, Defense of the Prancing Pony. How they different from instance clusters, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because it's all group content to me. Yes, I understand.
Kind of hard.
Yeah. but you see where I get confused, and I know that the stuff in Moria, like the Grand Stair, is a instance. Mm-hmm. But why they're different?
I guess say that one has checkpoints and the other one does not.
Okay. Oh, Amawasa says you get your soldier in the skirmishes. That's true, but can't you use a soldier token as an instance?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't use my... I use a soldier token now that I'm more squishy. I always forget.
They need to take some of the instances and make those into skirmishes. I'd like that.
Yeah, we've also been asking for that for a while too.
Yep.
Yeah, I know they're just... Yeah, so I know that I understand. When I sit down and think about it, I understand skirmishes are adjustable by level range. They're adjustable by number of people. Yeah, and then instances are set, and they're set by the size and things like that.
There we go.
But that's
much better.
But it's all group content.
Yes.
And you can all find it on the instance finder.
Yep.
Okay. So, do we need more of those? Do we know people? Well... How many people are running the ones we've got? I haven't run a skirmish in forever.
Yeah, I haven't run a skirmish in forever either. Mainly the thing that I was just talking about. Loot chests are bound on acquire, and you own 2 pieces of gear, and it's up to you to give the gear to 12 different people that are out there.
Yeah.
So if whatever the heck, if something drops, you're running it for let's say... 2 weeks, and the one piece of gear that you wanted, and you are leader, and you have to master loot this and give it to the right person, you're going to be tempted.
Well, of course you are. But who gets to decide if there's 2 pieces of gear and 12 people? Who gets to decide who gets to,
The leader.
Yeah. So
that's the main reason why I haven't 12-man instances in quite a while. I think for other people, it's just the gear isn't that good anymore. It's pretty good when it has slots in it, so people don't run for that anymore.
Yeah. Dave.
I remember when skirmish used to be just like the bomb, where Thursdays would come off of the skirmishes, which means that if you ran it and you got some gear, you would have a lock for the rest of the week.
Okay.
Thursday came and the lock was off. Everybody was online. It was great.
Amawasa said he's done one recently because he spent so many marks beefing up his level 100 first stage weapon. Lucky,
Ooh.
yeah. And David says he runs them for marks, medallions, relics, and bounties.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good to run that stuff for that. I'm actually still in the middle of to max out all of my skirmish soldiers. I think have the mage, whatever the captain one is. I can't what he is.
The flag guy?
Flag dude, a champion for some dumb reason.
Okay.
The warrior or whatever he is. Those are all maxed out. I got all their skills all maxed out, and I have the other 3 to max yet. I think those were about halfway.
Okay. I just use the sage. I let her heal me and I kill stuff. Works well. David says item experience for the Leonor's imbued LI would be a good reason to run skirmish.
That's true.
And you can solo them. So if you can't find 12 of your or 11 of your favorite people, you can grab 1 or 2 other people and you can do it single, duo, 3. So,
Yep, that's true. But if you can get 12 people, the payout on that is big, big, big. So I'm sure you'd be able to level up your weapons like fast going through that stuff.
Oh, I don't know if they've added level LI experience or not, but I had a couple of weapons that I was leveling just through and I was like dinging left and right on my LIs last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were lower level, so it was right. But I kill 3 mobs and I ding from 12 to 13. Now, I don't know, I think I might only have a couple of things that are leveling, but still, it's they're dumping LI experience, IQ points on people like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a really good idea. Especially having, extra weapons on you, leveling them up so you can experience tokens on your new weapons. It's just win-win.
Yep, it certainly is. Well, that was a good discussion. Anything more?
I just made that up.
Is there anything more you wanted to say about that?
I think it's done.
Okay. All right. They're still doing the chicken runs. It looks like they took a bit of a break from April 22nd to May 13th. So they haven't run anything in the last couple of weeks. And that would be why Vyvyanne is still in the lead above Brandywine. So.
Brandywine.
Yep.
We're number 2.
Yeah, number 2. Yes.
Who does number 2 work for? That's an old.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So they should have some more information next week. So hopefully somebody has knocked them off the top spot, or we'll have some updates on the next people that are supposed to run our Guahir and Silverload. All right, I need to quit talking about the lunch runs because I think he did it on purpose. He actually sent us a message and thanked us for the shout out a few weeks ago about the lunch
cool.
runs. Yeah, and yep.
Oh, that means he listens to the show.
Yeah.
Legendary weapon skins.
No. This is a player.
Well, tell him too.
Okay. Oh, his internet has been all wonky, so that's why the things have been pushed back a little bit. On vacations, wonky internet. My mama sat wants to know when we're going to get the new minion class. I don't know. I have many minions.
I don't know, but they better not look winkies. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I picked up 3 new minions when I was in
I know
Missouri.
you did.
I was so excited. I was so excited.
Thanks.
I have like a dozen now.
Oh boy.
All right. So that's all I had for community. If anybody has a community event and they want to let us know about it or email us, just please do so. We'll be happy to talk about it and share. Oh, wait, I do have another announcement. Weather Stock is July 25th.
I was wondering if they were going to announce that soon.
Mm-hmm. July. I believe it's Weatherstock 7. I'm not sure what number it is. Maybe there's a V and some I's behind it. I just don't remember how many there were. But it is July 25th. I'm sure of the date.
Maybe Turbine will give us wireframe mode this year.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Freelone's going to join or not, but hopefully we'll have a lot of people streaming it, because I know it's kind of heavy on some people's computers. Mm-hmm. I'll have to block that day out. I don't think I have anything scheduled yet. I'll have to see. Alrighty. And that's it for community. If you're looking for a new PC, then check out doghousesystems.com and use the coupon code MMOReporter to get a 120 gigabyte SSD drive in addition to a 1 terabyte drive that comes with the system. That's really cool, except that I've about filled up my terabyte drive on my doghouse.
What?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I probably have many, many copies of my my iTunes library, and that's probably what's doing it.
That's probably what it is.
And I'm not really sure how to sort that out without going through every single solitary file to make sure there's no
You go
duplicates.
through like you do in LotRO. You hit sell all.
No! I don't do that in LotRO. I don't do that in LotRO. I didn't do that in Marvel Heroes, but you really need to do that in Marvel Heroes because there's not a lot of storage space. I don't do that in the Secret World. I just don't do that. I don't do that at my office. I'm looking at the stuff because we're moving my office in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, when was the last time I used this? And I still won't get rid of it.
Minions protected.
Yes, they protect. Yeah, they're boxed up already. They're ready to go. You can also go to audibletrial.com/MMOReporter and get 1 month free. I about talked my neighbor into... Somebody was saying she wanted to try some audiobooks. And I'm like, I have a coupon code for you. Let me know if you want to try audiobooks. She's like, okay. I'm like, no, seriously. Just let me know. I can hook you up.
Seriously, it's right here.
Yeah.
Use it. It's right here.
Exactly.
Get back here. Stop running.
Yeah. So if you'd like to contact us, and you can email us at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at LotRoReporter. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search for LotRo Reporter. You can leave us a voicemail at 616-666-6778, or you can use the widget on the right-hand side of the screen when you visit the site. Be sure to check us out and subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/user/MMOReporterNetwork. Our website is LotRoReporter.com, and be sure to subscribe to us on Twitch at twitch.tv/MMOReporter. We have 6 shows now? 4 shows? I'm not sure how many shows we have, but we also do some streaming. Leonor was streaming Secret World last night.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, and I have...
The new issue came out, so I tried to get to the new issue, which is the new storyline. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I've never played the storyline, so my storyline was like LotRO, it was like Volume 1, when Volume 8 was out. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, I think I have purchased up through episode 10. I'm just not at a level that I can do any of the episodes yet. Well, yeah, I think I'm still in the free stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm working my way up there.
Awesome.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter, of course, at the Carrimac. It's TheCarimac. And Leonor, how can they find you?
They can follow me at Leonor, Layanor. They can look me up on Steam, YouTube, and what else do I got?
Well,
just do Google search. There you go.
Google for Leonor. What's that new thing that you, Bill, and Chris are doing where you put all of your accounts on one place?
Oh, I seen that they signed up with something, so I signed up with, and I don't know what it is, but I signed up anyway.
Okay.
I just wanted to match.
Zerg ID I think is what it's called.
Zerg,
yeah,
yes,
Zerg
that's
ID.
what it was. I think it was like Dragon something or something.
Yeah, and it sounds like it sounds like a very interesting concept. It's
Yeah, it's like a community thing for gamers, and it kind of reminds me of Guild. You can put characters up on there, like you can put in the information for your characters, but they have they have it in your profile. So if somebody looks at your profile, they'll see all the characters that you have from different games. And I thought that was kind of neat.
That can be a good thing, or that could be a really, really scary thing, depending.
Oh yeah, people could track you down.
Yeah, but if you knew me from Final Fantasy XIV and you play the Secret World and you want to find me there, that's one thing. That'd be kind of cool, because there are some pretty neat people I've played games with over the years that aren't playing said game anymore, and I don't know where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And if they've moved on to something else, I wouldn't mind playing with them in a different game. Anyway, so yours, you can find him on Zerg ID 2 at Leonor.
Yes. I don't check it.
All right. So have you gotten any more videos out on your video series?
I put out 2 every day, so
yes, you do.
I'm close to 200 videos since February 1st.
Good grief, man.
Yep. Working hard.
Yeah.
I'm finishing up the Darkness 2, that playthrough. That's going to be done probably by the end of the week. I'm going to be replacing that with either Dead Space, Doom 3, or somebody just donated Duke Nukem 3D to me.
Oh, none of which I will watch because they all sound scary.
You have to watch them.
I don't have to watch them.
Fine.
Yeah, Stalker does not say about the D, which it could be, but also could be a good thing. So
it could be, but like if you lose your friends in your games that you play, and they just log out and they don't come back because somebody gave them a code for another game and they start playing that game and that's it, they might try looking for you.
Yeah,
it's kind of a good thing to have, actually.
Yeah.
I would recommend making an email account for it, like, it's a specific email account just for that, so it's show up constantly always in your main email.
Yeah. All right, that sounds like episode 276, Leonor.
276, damn.
It's getting up there, isn't it?
It's getting up there.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And as always, we hope to see you in game. All right, everybody. That's it.
All right, David. We need we need you to post that the show is going to be done next week on Twitter and Facebook. So please do that. Mama said please edit the episode by next week. That would be great.
Yeah, because he's cat sitting and I am going on vacations.
Yep, it's going to be a late episode.
Yeah, we'll get it done though. We'll get it done.
So yeah, people in the chat room are about the only ones that are going to hear this episode until sometime next week.
Yeah, probably Sunday.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOreporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOreporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.